Good morning, everybody, and welcome to my YouTube channel. One of the questions I've often been asked during my along my journey with the White Eagle movement and my spiritual growth is, how do I trust what's coming through as being correct and being honest? And what I've learned is never ever mistrust your guide or ask your guide stupid questions. Their journey with us is to help us and guide us through life, but we have to do the work, we have to do the studying, and we have to do the preparation to take our own soul through the life, through the journey of life. And our guides are not here to carry us through, and because we're not going to grow that way. We have to stumble and fall and make mistakes and fix things up, and in order for us to grow, we have to learn by some very challenging, some difficult lessons. But as I've carried along and I've started studying my tarot and my astrology and Lenormand and that, people do ask, how do I know if this is my guide that's talking through me? And no, you just got to have complete trust in your intuition and know that your guide will help you. I know that often when I do my spiritual whispers, I'm not taken over, but I'm given words that I don't normally use to write down or to type when I'm doing the messages, and the same when I'm doing my cards and that. But you've just got to trust what comes through, because by not trusting them, you're doubting them. So therefore they won't help you. Another thing is, Master Jesus did say to us, by their fruits he shall know them. Or in St. John it said, try the spirits whether they are of God. But Jesus also said, by their fruits he shall know them. So when we do get inspirational messages, always make sure, you'll know, because they'll be pure and true and full of love. Anything that comes through that's slightly negative or judgmental is not from the world of light, from our guides. And when you are working with spirits, it's always to set your intentions to the archangels and the angels and your higher guides, and not to don't even think about the negative side of spiritualism. Always think of the good and the light, and that is the only way you can do it. Today I'm going to be reading a passage from Unfoldments 1, your guide and teacher, on page 55, who would like to read it as well. Perhaps you are already consciously in contact with your guide. You recognize his personality, feel his gentle companionship. On the other hand, you may still have doubts. On the outer plane, you're not quite sure. But if in humility of spirit you could look into the mirror of truth, you would see that a wise and loving guide waits at your side to help you. What is the work of your guide? He is your companion and teacher. He works through your higher consciousness, your higher mind. You may, as you sit in meditation, ask him to question mentally, such as the meaning of some happenings which are puzzling you. You may not receive an immediate answer, but perhaps when you least expect it, in the weeks or days ahead, When your earthly mind is engaged elsewhere, suddenly you will get an answer. But you will have to remember not to make it an unreasonable demand of him. Ask as you would ask an earthly teacher the explanation of some problem, and the answer will come. But do not then demand that your teacher shall do the work for you, or expect him to shoulder your responsibilities. It is vitally important for every soul to make its own effort and to aspire. According to his degree of effort, man is helped onward and upward by his guide and teacher. It is not good complacently to leave all the work to your guide, which is a mistake many people make. It is man's duty to do the best he can. According to his physical equipment, he ought to perfect the gifts which God has given him, using his own effort, but remembering that however perfect he makes his mind, and however much knowledge he acquires, he is only an instrument until he learns the magical secret of connecting himself with the true source of wisdom. He will remain empty. As soon as he can make this connection, he opens himself to the inflow of the Christ light and is able to see and feel the presence of those guiding him from the higher planes. I just thought that was beautiful to know that we have our supporting guides. And then White Eagle also mentions that other guides come into our aura during certain parts of our life to help us through different journeys, to pay back different debts that they perhaps owe us from past lives. It's a very interesting subject, but the secret is, yes, to keep on developing yourself by, living life with love and caring for others. Love, light, and caring for others. Have an awesome day, everybody. God bless.